I'm competing with the kids being home and the sun going down. It's a lot going on.
I haven't seen you in a couple days. Guess we just going through a couple phases.
Hi guys, I'm Summer with Bent Brushes. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and thank you in advance for liking this video, for subscribing, for commenting maybe. I really appreciate it. It helps my channel out a great deal. So I wanted to talk to you guys about commission paintings. So let's just get into it. Okay, so I've done several commission paintings so far. How do art commissions work? Essentially, someone likes your body of work. They contact you, they request a custom piece from you. You gather up all the details on an initial consultation, maybe a call or a Zoom, and they explain to you what they expect. They, in that first meeting, you all will discuss price. At that time, I accept some form of payment, whether it's a down payment or the entire payment up front. It depends on the client that I'm working with. I'm very flexible as an artist, so it just depends on you and what you feel comfortable doing. And then you would also discuss your checkups at that time. Some people feel comfortable with having like weekly checkups. You could agree to check up every Friday or Saturday, depending on your schedule, and just give them an update about where you are in the painting, maybe give them a preview of what you have going on so that they can decide if you're going down the right direction. You all want to stay on the same page throughout the project. You don't want to wait till the end. They hate it. You've done all this work. Really, at that point, it's a complete fail. So to avoid that, the frequent checkups you'll be able to iron out anything early on before your deadline. And then you'll also talk about your deadline in that meeting as well. So that first meeting, you want to iron out all of your details, and then you're off. I put together a list of 5 pros and 5 cons. So here they are. Okay. So con number 1, a con that could easily be a pro is that you're a little bit restricted in your artistic flow because you're getting the direction from the customer. There are guidelines for you to follow, so you are a little bit restricted because you have to go with whatever the customer is asking of you. I can easily flip that into a pro, which is my first pro, and say that you don't have to wait for that inspiration to come or that creative spark to come to start this project. This is a project that you're already given direction for, so you can jump right into it. So it depends on how you work. I tend to like it. I like customers who know what they want, but also say, put your own spin on it. I really like that. So you're given the creative freedom, what you want to do as an artist also. I'm competing with the kids being home and the sun going down. It's a lot going on. Okay, now con number 2. A lot of work for one piece of art. More than likely, depending on the customer, depending on what exactly you're doing, it could take you 2 weeks, it could take you 2 months. It really depends, but you've already set your price out there and you have to stick to that price unless the customer wants like correction. You have your weekly checkup with them and they see something that they want to fix. I would give the first correction a pass, but when you're getting into 2, 3, 4, 5 corrections, that price goes up. And that is something that you could discuss during that initial consultation. You can maybe call it an add-on or explain that process with them and how much you would charge for each correction. At the end of this, I'll discuss how I price as well. That's why it's really important to Set your prices not based on, do people do hourly prices for commissions? Quite possible. I don't. I charge based on the size of the canvas and the corrections that are added on. You know, this could work in your favor. It could take you 2 weeks to do this painting, or it could take you 2 months and you still have that set price. So you want to make sure you're really comfortable with those prices that you set. Pro number 2, the more you work, the more you make. You set your price and you control your workload. So the possibilities are endless. You may get a lot of commissions and you're popping, and you know what you're able to accept. Maybe you can do 5 commissions within the deadlines and know that you can do a great job and all your bills are paid. So it's really, you're in control when it comes to what you accept. You just gotta work your butt off to get it done and to make sure that everything comes out beautifully. All right, con number 3. It can be a bit stressful, especially if you're on a tight deadline. So while you have direction and you know where you're going with the piece, sometimes things may not come out the way you envision them. And if you're not happy with them, I mean, if I'm not happy with a piece, I can't put it out. So I know that I have a deadline, and that's where the pressure comes in. But if I'm struggling to complete it because I'm not happy with the way something's coming out, that really bothers me. And that's what I'm going through right now. I'm actually working on a commission piece for my sister, and she has 2 businesses, and I will link them in the description box below. But the one piece for her hair business, it came out so beautifully. But the one for her body scrub business is just giving me problems. I'm just not happy with it, and I cannot give it to her if I'm not happy with it. But she's gonna get it. I've just gotta work harder on it. Thankfully, she's my sister, so she's not, an angry customer, cursing me out or leaving bad reviews. But that pressure, if it were a stranger, that deadline could really, put you through something. So pro number 3, while there is pressure, you're really stretching and challenging yourself. And you challenge yourself, you're growing. You're growing in your craft, you're growing as an artist, and then you can, down the line, you become better. You take on more commissions, maybe go outside of your comfort zone. You're increasing your skill. In the future, you have the ability to then charge more for your commissions because you've grown as an artist. So it is a win-win. The pressure may be a lot at first, but it's only for your benefit. On number 4, I have, while the possibilities are endless for an amazing income, you can only take what you can take. There's still only 24 hours in a day. So you have to really map out those deadlines and make sure that you can meet them. You have to make sure that you can produce a great body of work, something that you're proud of, something that you feel comfortable giving to someone, something that your customer is going to be excited about. So while you want to accept every commission that comes your way, you have to put a limit to it. You can only take what you can handle. Also, there may be a time when you're not getting any commission work. It's slowing down. Your work is slowing down, and that really affects your income. So there's that. I mean, that's really the struggle of an entrepreneur. Some weeks are great, some weeks are shit, and you can't really do anything about it. Okay, so pro number 4. If your customer likes what you've done, then you've potentially gained a collector, a customer who will be back. That's why you want to make sure, number 1, your art is wonderful, but you also want to make sure that you have a really good relationship with your customer. You want to build that rapport, and that starts from the first meeting. that starts from your social media. Like, they are checking you out before they even talk to you. So any YouTube videos that you put out, you want to make sure you're giving the best representation of yourself. Any reels that you create, any TikToks, your posts, your all that stuff, your stories, those little quotes that you put up. If it's not a good reflection of you, people are not going to want to work with you. So you have to keep that in mind as well. You want to be as authentic as possible. I'm not saying be fake, like put on a persona. Be who you are, but like be the best of yourself. Because while I think that for the most part I'm a real happy, bubbly person, I can get really dark and depressed at times. I'm not gonna put that out on social media, on my Bent Brushes pages for my customers, my future customers to see. Like, that's not attracting anyone. Yeah. And also, while you've gained a new customer, you've gained maybe a collector, they also will spread the word about how they feel about you and your art. They have a piece of you in their home or in their office, so it's a conversational piece. Oh, who did that painting for you? Oh yeah, that was Summer Chanel with Bent Brushes. Yes, let me give you her information. Boom, you have a new customer. You have more work. So that's amazing. Okay, con number 5, and this is the last con that I have for you guys. You're making something for someone else, and that pressure alone can make you question yourself, make you kind of hesitant, you know, so that's a little tricky. It almost feels like you have someone over your shoulder while you're working, but you don't want to doubt yourself. Like, just keep on going, because that pressure can really get to you and make you make stupid mistakes or take away from your creative vibe that they love so much in the first place. Pro number 5, you have work. Someone thought you were dope enough to want to have a piece of you in their home. I think like there's nothing more special than that. So your art will be in someone's home, someone's office, someone's bedroom. Like, when you're long gone, you know, your art will still be here. I think that's so beautiful. And so that's why you want to pour your heart into each piece that you do. And I'm still working on that. I think that pouring your heart into your work comes with experience, and it comes with you finding your artistic way and your style. So I'm still building that. It's been 3 or 4 years, but I'm still working on that, and I feel like I grow with each piece that I do. I'm gonna pop up some of my commission work that I've done that I'm so proud of. Lastly, I wanted to talk to you about pricing and how I go about doing that. So I price by canvas size, as I said, and so starting with 16 by 20s. Some people do request smaller, like 8 by 10s, and that's usually for maybe an album cover or something. And I charge like $100 for that. 8 by 10 usually doesn't take me much time. But 16 by 20 is $150, 18 by 24 is $250, 24 by 36 I charge $350, 30 by 40 is $500, and that huge 4-foot by 5-foot canvas is $1,050. And I think that those prices work well for me and where I am as an artist. When I feel that I'm more in demand or my artistic skill is more advanced, I maybe will raise those prices, but for now that works for me. And if you are interested in having a commission piece done, you can visit my website, www.bentbrushes.etsy.com, and I will also link all of that information in the description box below, where you can follow me and stay connected with me on Instagram at bentbrushes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you watched this video all the way through, go ahead and comment a little painter emoji in the comment section. I thank you so much. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.